Hey guys, my name is Miriam. I'm from Norway, 24 years old, and I study medicine in Denmark. So on the 7th of March, 2016, I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. So I thought I'd make this YouTube video so that maybe my story can help other people in similar life situation. So first of all, I will talk about how I was diagnosed, a bit about the process that I went through when the doctors had a suspicion that I might have malignant lymphoma. Oh, getting tired. I'm having my second chemotherapy tomorrow, so I should soon go to bed. Anyways, about the process, yeah, and then I also will tell you about my first experience with the first chemo dose. So how I was diagnosed. Well, as you guys might know, some of the symptoms of Hodgkin's lymphoma can be weight loss, fever, night sweats, itching, and that symptom is, I think it's only like 40% of those who get Hodgkin's lymphoma who experience that symptom. And that was one of the symptoms that I had, and that was the only symptom that I had. I had like fever, if you call it. Like I was feeling very, very warm sometimes. Like I feel I was like flashing in my face, you know. So the itching started for about 1 year ago, and that was very and after the summer it just got worse and worse. So I went to see my GP, and he didn't take me seriously. He was just like, that is just dry skin, or you're just like a nervous type, or like, you know, which could be reasonable, but because stress could also cause you to get itchy, you know, and it could also be dry skin. But in my case, I told him I don't feel stressed, and I don't have feel my skin is not dry, you can't see anything, I don't have any allergy, anything, you know. So after that time, I demanded him to you have to send me to a skin specialist or something. I went to the skin specialist. She took loads of allergy tests on me. Everything came out normal, and the dermatologist, she just looked at me like a question mark. And she told me you have to contact your GP again if your symptoms get worse, or yeah. So that was that. So I got so annoyed at my GP that I changed my GP, and in December I contacted my new GP, and I was literally crying to him because the itching was driving me so fucking mad. Like, can you imagine? Like, I was sitting and studying for my exams, and was itching all the time, especially on my legs and sometimes on my back and on my arms. And oh my god, um, especially at night as well, I could be itching like for 2 hours or so before I would get to sleep. So frustrating. So when I came to my GP in December, I was just crying because I was so frustrated about my situation. Um, he ordered a full blood count on me, um, and he prescribed me some. No, they came out almost normal, except like some high values in no a small elevated thing um, in the leukocytes. Yeah. Um. So he was just like, I don't know what this is, and I will prescribe some antihistamines for you. Um, I tried that for a week, it didn't work. And also in December, I discovered a swollen lymph node on my neck. It was like 1.5 centimeters or something when I discovered it, and but that was like I discovered it in a relation to a flu that I had. So I thought, like, I know that the lymph nodes swell when you have, or they can swell when you have flu and stuff. So I was like, yeah, that's nothing. But I want but then like 1 month later or so, like in February, I came back to my doctor, and I told him about this, and like by that time the lymph node had swollen like um, to 2.5 centimeters, um, and so I was like, okay, I have to get this checked out because this is not right. It shouldn't be swelling for 2.5 months. Plus, it was hard, and it was not painful. So I was like, this could be something more serious. So when my GP saw me, then he sent me directly to a specialist, and she used the ultrasound on my neck, and she said like, oh, it looks like an infection, like lymph node, and but I will take a fine needle aspiration from it just to be sure. So this story kind of tells, or the message I want to give out in this situation is that how important it is to take the patient's symptoms seriously. And now I'm speaking for doctors and nurses, and yeah, because I mean, even though Hodgkin's lymphoma is a rare disease, you know, like I think in Denmark it's 150 people diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma each year, so it's not what's it called, high incident cancer. Yeah, anyway, so the fine needle aspiration came back, and they found some abnormal cell. The doctor told me, like, we really suspect that you have cancer, so you will have to operate that lymph node in full anesthesia. Yeah, and so they operated me really nicely done. I'm really happy about that, actually. Yeah, so like that was how I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. Oh yeah, and when after the operation, after the surgery is called, um, like 5 days after that, they called me. They called me and told me that like the answer was ready, and the lady who called me, she sounded so like happy and positive. So I was like, fingers crossed. Like I so much hope that it won't be like a malignant cancer or something. Um. So when she told me that, I went. In Denmark, they have a system where the patient can go into the internet and read their the journal and their laboratory answers and the pathology answers. So I went in there straight away, and my heart was beating so fast, and I was like, I hope so much that it's not a malignant cancer, because I know if it is a malignant cancer that I have to cancel that I have to cancel my trip to Tanzania, because I was going to work in Tanzania for 3 months at a hospital. So my heart was beating so fast, and when I clicked on it and I saw that it said morbus Hodgkin, I was like, phew. It was kind of like a relief, because I knew that the itching that I had on my skin had to come from the inside, that there had to be something wrong. So it was kind of that the diagnosis was kind of like a relief, because finally there was a reason to why I had this itching. But at the same time, it was hard, and it was devastating for me, because I had to cancel that trip. But then, yeah, and then the process that I went through was like, yeah, it was really hard to take that message. But then, like, quite quickly, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna make the best out of my situation and stay as positive as I can. And like maybe even this diagnosis will make me to even better doctor in the future, you know. Yeah. And also I think that when I think that my knowledge from med school has been a great resource for me, or maybe more like a great strength, because I know that that it most probably was Hodgkin lymphoma, and that it has really good prognosis. And also a bit about the process. I think that like when you get into those days when they expect that you have cancer, and you come into the doctor's office, and you talk with them, and they tell you information and stuff. it's kind of hard to focus on what they're saying because there's so much going on in your brain, your questions about your future and what's going to happen, and is everything going to be all right, and also a bit of anxiety that fills you up, that makes you like in a little bubble, that you just see things happen around you, but you can't really focus that much on it. But it's a process, and I think the sooner you can twist your situation from feeling sorry for yourself, feeling that the situation that you find yourself is very unfair, even though that is emotions that people go through. I think the sooner that you can twist those thoughts to like thinking, what can I get out of this situation, or how can I use this situation to become better at life, to become, or I don't know, but I think for me, like, I think this journey will help me to be more 100% myself and not care about what other people think of me, and not just don't. I just realized that more of what the essence of life is, and that life is really too short for drama and small issues, and yeah. So now I'm just gonna, in between the treatments, I'm just gonna do all the best I can to like be stronger in my body, to work out, to do yoga, and to see friends and family, and to really eat well, eat good food, and take good care of myself, treat myself and be kind to myself. I think that is really important, and be kind to your family and friends, because the situation is very new for them, and yeah, just take care of each other. And also, I was just going to tell you about a bit about my side effects. So I had my chemotherapy 12 days ago. Straight after it, I just started crying because I don't really know why, but I guess it is a side effect. And for 4 to 5 days after the treatment, I was feeling very, very tired. I've almost felt like an old lady, I was getting short of breath when I was walking up the stairs, and I was just getting so tired straight after dinner, and I also had really much nausea one of the days. But after the 5th day, I felt good again. I was taking my dog for trips to the mountains, and I've even been for like 5 running sessions since my first chemo, and so I'm really positive that this is going to work out, and yeah. Oh, and soon my hair will start to fall out, I guess. I'm excited to see how my head looks without hair. So that's all I have for now. And if you have any questions or yeah, whatever, just say it. And I will probably do updates when I'm bald. Yeah. Okay. Bye bye.